Hello everyone and welcome to a quick follow-up video. So I've just rewatched some parts of my failed bad batch attempt from phase 2 and because I know that this video has been showed in Ahnaldt's video, and like maybe there are some people coming over and basing their opinion of this, which is obviously totally fine. And I think almost everything he says is probably correct for now, at least. But still, I went over my video again and thought like, oh my god, how stupid did I actually play some of the parts. Still, you'd wish for more consistency, like with other teams, of course, especially now that it has Omicron. But I thought, did so many misplays, so it would probably be fair to show them, and this would give you maybe a more complete opinion. I think this is one of these teams with so much things in their kit that you can do quite a lot through smart playing. And I've only just begun playing Bad Batch for real, I guess. I've only used them before to like take out separatist droid teams and like geos or something, which is the easiest thing in the world, of course. No need to think there. But here I think there can be a lot done with smart plays. And let's just look at the footage. I think I can, because I played this like super slowly, just speed it up a bit. So here, I think I adjusted it pretty well and did the AoE on the B1 to remove one more stack. You don't want to do this on B2 because you would instantly remove the days, just like you see here. You really have to say, like, I really wish B2s wouldn't be battalions up against bad batch. Would make life so much easier. I know for every other team it's like the other way around. It's like for Padme and all these other teams, it's like super nice that B2s are droid battalions, but not for bad batch, I do have to say. Because they just remove the stakes by breathing, and that also removes the days, and the days is just so broken on B2. But let's just keep watching it. So here I'm still not too sure what's the right play. I think next time I'm going to try basic here. Also, I have to quickly mention like turn order, just like in the cam mission, is pretty important, I think. So this for now is like a good turn order. You wanna get echo out, take out second, and then you wanna have Omega move after. Not actually sure if that happens, but yeah. So I think if you're in a dire situation, probably basic here to not trigger extra turns. But I think like in wave 1, it's actually probably fine to do what I did here and do the stun. Remember, you will most likely get the stuns afterwards with Rekka as well, so there's actually no real need to do the stun this early on, but could be nice in some cases, I guess. Alright, then here I think I'm going to remove. So Omega went third. That's actually great. That's what we want to have happen. And what we do here is probably basic, if I remember this correctly. I don't actually think this is the right play, to be honest. Okay, quality just went down for no reason at all. I think the better play probably here is to do the special ability, get more protection up, or I think this is probably the right play. And she's also going to assist afterwards on the B2 anyway, so this is probably better play instead of doing the basic. Then afterwards, doesn't really matter at this point, actually. Like, you're in such a good spot, can just save abilities, but the assists are going to do so much, actually. So yeah, nothing really to brag about at this stage. And let's actually see how I played it here. Yeah, probably going to use this ability right here. I think this is good. Gives more protection up. Like you don't actually see it, but like you have like so much protection up right now. Yeah, and yeah, do the AoE, and I mean the stacks disappear, right? Like this is the great thing about Omicron, right? Like you just remove the droid battalion so quickly, right? So I don't think, again, there's too much to talk about here. The tough part to watch will come now, because what happened here. So, what could I have done quickly to avoid the situation? So first up, my hunter gets a turn. It's not ideal, but it's fine. What I could actually do here, you will shortly see that there were many scenarios where I could have come out of this phase alive if I just played it slightly better. I guess it was like maybe a bit too much cockiness because yeah, look at the health, look at the health pool. You'd not think something would go wrong here, right? But yeah, I think I should have done stealth here because of stealth. Magna Guard can't counterattack, and yeah. Also, yeah, the B2 is going to get another turn, and the thing is actually it would be slightly risky because can't really show this. Maybe I can show it at the earlier point when I do an AoE. Yeah, here I do an AoE, right? And what happens here is I get foresight. And this will, this is, I think, a mechanic some of you guys might not know, is that B2, of course, gets his turn here because we attacked everyone else. But then he suddenly, you couldn't even see it, but let me replay this again. One bonus turn, and here is the second bonus turn actually. That's because we had foresight. And yeah, if B2 gets dodged or anyone else gets dodged, I think it's actually, it might be the B1 bonus attack that gets dodged, which triggers 100% turn meter again. It's in his unique, you can read it if you want. I don't know why it is in there, but yeah, it's there. So he basically gets another turn, so you can't really avoid buff immunities, I guess. And if it lands on the wrong on the wrong people, then yeah, sucks. So this is always something to keep in mind about, even when you have like evasion up, and if you have foresight, it doesn't really save you from the B2 buff immunities necessarily. So yeah. So I guess this might be the right play, might not be the right play. You know, depends on how you're looking at it. Of course, if you don't get buff immunity on Omega, that's perfect because then she assists. But yeah, maybe try to do turn meter swap over here, and then yeah, you're probably fine. What I do here is turn meter swap over to Echo. Yeah, that's okay. I think yeah, that's probably the right play, honestly. Yeah, then here I should have probably targeted B1. Doesn't really change too much. I think targeting Sniper Droid is just fine. But here comes the big misplay. The really big misplay, and I even timestamped it here. Should have done basic on B2. I think this is the play that, without question, lost me the battle. This was the single most greatest misplay, I guess. Not sure why I didn't do it. I probably thought I was going to be fine. And to be honest, at this point, it looks like I'm going to be fine because, I could just do, yeah, the target practice over here, which means I can also target Sniper Droid, even if he taunts. And then also it looks like I can get another turn in, which then of course means, yeah, maybe through assists and stealth, I can just get the B2 out anyways. Still, should have anticipated that Magna Guard cleanses this. I will keep it in mind from now on. But yeah, should have for sure done the basic here, no questions asked. This was really stupid play. Still a bit unfortunate. You can see how high my turn meter is. And Magna Guard will go first, which turns the entire battle around, and everything after it will fall apart. So yeah, that was not great. And I actually thought here, if I turn the sound on, B2 with damage out, shouldn't be too much of a worry though. Let's actually play it like this. Now that everyone is dazed, we can just go 0 over here. Let's send the damage out. So, and let's get under stealth and get rid of the B2. Oh. Yeah, here I thought I would get rid of the B2s, but she only assists after you stealthed, not right as you stealth, if that makes sense. So because like Take started the turn not being stealthed, so Omega I guess already assisted, which means Take started his turn while being not stealthed, which means Omega can't assist. Only after she stealthed, not just as. I think you know what I mean. So yeah, that was the next misconception, and we'll also keep that in mind. Yeah, because I really thought I could get rid of the B2 and get rid of. Yeah, by doing that, I mean, I guess would it have actually changed much? Now that I think of it. Probably not actually, because Magna Guard will cleanse everything in a second. Here's the unlucky thing, like I needed one stun and it was on Magna Guard, not on everyone else. I really badly needed the stun on Magna Guard, but over. But anyways, that's just something I learned. Yeah, probably doing the stun here was the right call, but I should have not been in that situation in the first place. But yeah. Okay, let's keep on watching this. So you can see already here I'm in a tough spot. Doesn't really seem like it on my side, but yeah, I'm lost so much momentum and can't really afford to do that with Bad Batch. Alright, so here I try to salvage the situation, and looks a bit rough. I'm also hoping to get buff immunity right here. Will actually, now that I look at it, not change anything because we don't have any buff dispel ready. So yeah, but you can see it was pretty close here to getting him down. And you can see at this point I'm like low-key starting to panic, and doing plays a bit too fast. If I would have just fought for a second more, I could have probably figured out that I should not do AoE here. Why? Well, because first off, I'm giving him the B2 that is a higher chance of actually getting 100% turn meter. And by higher, I mean like I guaranteed, like if you do AoE, I think you all know what I mean. Like if you do AoE against B2, you for sure will proc his 100% turn meter. I think like if you only attack someone once, I think it's like 40% turn meter, 30% chance to get 100% turn meter. Could be wrong on that, but basically for sure do basic here, for sure. Also he's got exposed, and you can see how much damage this already does if it's the AoE. Basic would have done even more damage, and also he would have attacked the second time, so I think there's actually a pretty high chance. Actually also with a second expose that we could have gotten Magna got out here, so for sure should not have done what I did here. Probably second biggest misplay of the battle. Yeah, and at this point, it's pretty lost. It's like actually pretty lost. Also should have not done AoE for basically the same reason as just before. Not to trigger the B2 so much. So yeah, should have done this ability, would have not triggered B2 at all because no damage. So yeah, AoE was really stupid again. Doesn't even give me anything because I'm at 8 stacks, so like doesn't do a lot. Like yeah, sure, gives me a bit of defense up on 2 guys, but like they're not even the next in line to turn. So yeah, you could really see that at this point, like I'm starting to not play it right because oh damn, like I'm in a rough spot now, aren't I? So at this point, next misplay, you can see it just keeps on going, doesn't it? Should have for sure done the special ability right here. I know I do the basic because I think, okay, I just have to get this guy out. I really do have to get this guy out. But no, special is better here. Doesn't trigger B2. I get on a stealth, which means I can probably attack out of turn next time around. And I mean, as you can see, basic doesn't even kill him off. So yeah, now my hunter is gone. That's not great. At this point, it's like really hard to salvage anything here. I do get Magna Guard out in the end, but at what cost? So yeah, from this point onwards, like doesn't really matter what I do here. So yeah, basically, again, the point of this video is just to maybe learn from like some of the misplays I made. I guess it weren't that many misplays, but the ones I made were like really costly and were really big, and they were all back to back, right? So completely played wave 3 wrong. I think I can improve on this like a lot. So yeah, maybe this gives you a better impression. I think if I had gotten through wave 3, probably good chance I could even take the 4 to 4. You can also see this is a repeat, right? I did this in phase 1 already, got 4 to 4 there. So it's definitely possible. Do I think it's consistent? Probably not. Not as consistent as the best teams you can play in GOTB. But I think with the right strategy and right modding, that's another thing. You have to play with good mods. I'm pretty sure about that. Don't think that's going to change, unfortunately. Which is something you also do not need quite as much with other teams. But it's definitely a team that can get 4 to 4s. I'm also very interested to see how this is going to work up against double B2s. Maybe it's better to play later waves in bot rather than mid, because in bot you don't have double B2s, I think. And the B2s are basically the big problem if you can't get them out fast enough. But yeah, we have to keep thinking. There's one more phase left, and let's see how I'm going to decide. I think we're going to play phase 3 bot again, which means I basically have to play Bad Batch in mid, because there's only the Jedi mission bot. Alright, I don't think you really care about that, but anyways. Thanks you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful, and see you guys for the P4 Bad Batch mission. Bye bye.